Hey, Melissa.
What's up, Melissa? Happy birthday from Jeff and Jordan. Happy belated birthday.
Yeah, we're a little late. This is from Robert and Krista, and we just wanted to wish you a happy birthday and good luck with school. Your teacher, fifth grade teacher. Our son just started kindergarten, and I love his teacher. She's so sweet. She's like 24. She's like a little baby.
Yeah, bless you guys for doing that. You guys, obviously, you hear it all the time, but no action behind it. You guys need to get paid more. That's absolute. So I hope that works out in the near future for our kids' sake, for your sake, and all that stuff.
Yeah.
But let's talk some Big Brother. First of all, Robert and Krista, thank you so much for thinking about us. You know, it's been 13 years since we were on that show.
We always feel so appreciative when people still request a video. And you saw the Big Brother live eviction night taping in season 11. So I wonder who you saw.
Yeah.
If it was Jeff, didn't you say when you walked
No, that
out,
was the second time.
Some guy had his hand out and you like smacked it. So
that was the second time. I was pretty pissed off.
Because you were
the first time listen, there's no time like the first time. The whole season, the eviction, everything was just magical, right? So, and season 11, the first season we did, I knew I was going home. So it wasn't like a big, even though Kevin tried to give me that zing right at the end to try to get me to go off a little bit, and I didn't fall for it. Now, season 13, I was fired up. I was super pissed.
He was so mad. He kept saying, I got to go out. I got to go out.
Yeah, I was so embarrassed. Oh, my God. Anyways, let's not bring that back up. I still get... Oh, that was, 11 years ago, and I'm still pissed about that.
But then in season 13, when I got evicted, I was like the happiest person because I couldn't wait to get out of that house.
Anyways, we like to tell little behind-the-scenes stories on here. Oh, what was I going to say? Something you read reminded me of a story.
A live eviction night taping?
No, maybe I could do that one. I guess I could do a live eviction story.
Yeah, tell one.
So
Jeff has more experience with them.
Yeah, I do, unfortunately. Again, sorry you're getting this late. We had a crazy weekend, and we're trying to catch up on Monday morning. And I didn't sleep at all last night. We're trying to squeeze this in before work. So, anyways, if we sound a little off, that's we just had a crazy weekend. So let's get back to the stories. So we like to tell some behind-the-scenes stories. We do casting, all that stuff, but I've never really told. I guess I have. I'll just jump right in since we were talking about evictions. So on season 11, when I got evicted, it was crazy because I didn't know what Big Brother was before I was actually on the show. There's a long story leading up to that. But I watched a couple seasons right before I went in the house to get myself familiar with it. But I didn't know exactly, like my family never watched, my friends didn't watch. It wasn't something like I was dreaming to be on, right? Like a lot of the guests today. And it did bring our family together in a lot of ways, right?
Mine too.
Yeah, because a lot of people they didn't talk to started watching the show because I was on there. So that was pretty cool, like after the fact, knowing all that. But when I walked out, I seriously didn't think people were watching, right? I knew it's on CBS. I knew it was a big show, but no one I knew watched it. So I was just like, yeah, whatever. People are watching, but it's not a big deal. So when I came out of the Big Brother house that first time for the eviction, I used to live in Los Angeles when I was like 23 to like 26. I moved there to be an actor. So some of my jobs were crazy. And I was a seat filler on the $25,000 Pyramid. Remember that show?
Never heard of it.
What? Yeah.
No.
You know what I'm talking about. Maybe not, Melissa. But anyways, there's a game show that Donny Osmond used to host and then someone other host in the back. Anyways, I was a seat filler for a lot of these game shows and a lot of things like that. And they paid me like $5 an hour or whatever to sit there all day because I didn't have a job, right? And plus I wanted to get behind the scenes to some of this stuff. Anyways, I'm talking so much. I'll let you talk and we'll get out of here. But when I walked out of that house, my point is, I thought everybody was a seat filler, right? No, I didn't think anyone was a fan of the show. So someone's like, hey, Jeff. Like, I still remember that. They're like, hey, Jeff. And I was like, when I was walking out, because it's kind of surreal, right? You're in that house for so long. Now you finally see people. That's a crazy feeling.
Yeah.
And then someone's like, hey, Jeff. And I was like, oh, my God, I think I worked with that guy at a restaurant when I used to live here. What's he doing here? And then someone goes, hey, Jeff. And goes to slam my hand on the bottom. I was like, I think I went to college with that girl. Why is she in California? This is what's going on in my head when I go down to see Julie. Then you talk to Julie, right? Which is surreal too. And all the cameras are on and they're like, oh, we're going to go to a commercial break. And when we did, I look back and Julie's like, what are you looking at? I'm like, I think I worked with like a couple of those people back there. It's so weird that they're here. And Julie's like, Jeff, all these people have been watching you all summer. It didn't even register in my head till like Julie said it. And I was like, what? And then I kind of got a big head and I was like, yeah, but whatever. That was kind of, I talked too much, didn't I?
Well,
but yeah, that was kind of my behind the scenes. So I'd walk out because it's such a surreal experience.
To add on to that, like being in the house when you do walk out and whenever you get back in the real world, I can't explain it. It's so weird because for
do I have hair like right here? Why is it itchy? Like right there?
No.
Are you sure?
Positive.
All right. Sorry. What's itchy right there?
When you get out in the real world, you'll go into it. So for 72 days, I was constantly putting on my mic pack. And then all of a sudden, you don't have to. And you're just used to it. And it's just like if you think you lose your cell phone. Everybody's so attached to your cell phone.
Yeah.
You're just like, oh my gosh, where's my mic pack? Oh, I don't have it. I left it. And I did that a couple times.
Or blocking your microphone.
Oh, yeah. Or like if you were laying down like this, because you have to clip it here, they come over and say, don't obstruct your mic. So you do that too. So I'm like, oh, you're obstructing your mic. And then also, what was the other one? Because people were constantly talking and you're paranoid. And you think people are against you. I remember one time my mom and brother were talking and I was like, what are they talking about me? Like, what are they doing? And then in my head, I was like, what am I doing? That's my family. And it's
you get
really
that paranoia
weird.
For real.
Yeah. And now that they're in 100 days, it's probably worse.
You could see everybody
after day 50.
40, I say.
I say 50. You fall apart.
Well, anyways.
The crying starts.
Yeah, I feel like they're doing that on this season now. Everyone's starting to break down a little bit.
Right.
But having worked on the show after and get to interview the house guests and stuff and then watch the season very closely, not being a player as well as being a player too, having that mentality, but watching them, it's like day 40, even when you're in that house, the second time I saw people breaking down way quicker than it did happen to us on our season. But everybody, you're gonna break down at some point. Right. And your mind at some point stops thinking about the outside world, if that makes sense. And that Big Brother house becomes your priority and your reality. What's happening in there? The outside world's secondary. Yeah. So it's really, when it's all said and done, I hope they do like a behind the scenes kind of like documentary about how everything's filmed, because that's amazing too, how they get those competitions in and out and what they do to that house week in and week out, and then 3 shows a week, and then just the mental side of it. Like if they got like a psychologist to talk about it and some old players and stuff, that would be a really cool documentary. Cool. Yeah.
But Melissa, we hope you have a wonderful birthday. Again, sorry we were a little late on your birthday. But Robert and Krista, thank you for requesting this, and hi to your daughter and son. I forgot to mention that.
Yes, have a great school year and happy birthday.
Yes, and you're a great wife. We got to add that too. All right, bye.